Hey, bunnies. I'm going to try to finish my WIP and Chat that I started the other day, because my battery died. And trying to remember where I left off at. Did anybody catch me calling my Elizabeth Ward trays June Wards? Because, where does June Ward come from? Points for anybody who catches on who can tell me where June Ward comes from. Nobody answered where, the must pay the rent, can't pay the rent came from either. And, I'll leave that. You've got, if you guys can answer those, I will give a prize. It's like the lines were, I can't pay the rent. You must pay the rent. I can't pay the rent. That was the first one. And, where does June Ward come from? That's an easy one if you're my age. Anyway, Elizabeth Ward trays. They're in this closet, not in the one in the hall. That was ornaments that are going to the reunion. So, anyway, I left off where we had gone to a cookout on Sunday at my niece's, and I met some new people, had some fun. I'm not good with meeting new people. I'm kind of a little bit agoraphobic. I've always had just, a handful of like maybe one or two really close friends, and I don't do large groups of people. I get anxious and nervous and jerky and around more than, 3 or 4 people. I don't know why. I just always have. So, anyway. But I had a good time. So, there was that. And then, as we're sitting there and they're getting ready to do some of the fireworks, that the ones that you do during the day, like the smoke bombs and stuff, it just opened up and downpoured. And the kids were out playing in it. It was just, they were having fun, which was fine because, there was no lightning, no thunder or anything like that, which is, they were fine playing out in it. It's, and they were soaked to the skin, but they were having a blast. So that was cool. But, my sister and I both wanted to be home before dark, so we came home. And, of course, they're shooting fireworks off around the building. And Maddie, the minute I walk in the door, she pokes her head out of the hall bathroom because she'd been in the bathtub. That's her safe spot, the bathtub and the shower. I don't know why. I guess those are just the most enclosed spots she can find. So this is Sunday night, not even the 4th of July yet. So got home, started my laundry, and because we have our electric company has a time of use plan where if you do anything that, like dishwasher, laundry, anything like that, if you do it where it's you use anything with the big appliances and you do it so that you're using them off-peak times, which their peak time is between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., you get a cheaper rate. You get an even cheaper rate if you do it between midnight and 6 p.m., midnight and 6 a.m. So there are a lot of times that I will do my laundry. I'll put a load in as I go to bed, get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, swap them out. So I really do try to use that really cheap rate as much as possible, because that's just the way I like to do things, because I like to pinch those pennies. So I started my laundry, when I got home, and did it in the night, just because that's the way I like to do things. So, anyway, so that was Sunday night. Then Monday, I think I spent most of the day diamond painting. And, it was a quiet day during the day. And then the nighttime came, and it was like a war zone around here. They were shooting fireworks off in every direction around the building. And Maddie was just fit to be tied. It was crazy. I think I said that in the earlier WIP and Chat. And I may not have said this in the other one, that WIP stands for Work in Progress. And I forget to say all the things that the other bigger channels say. But my channel's itty bitty. So, anyway. So, yeah. So she's trembling and just pacing, and in the tub, in the shower, out of the shower, in the tub, out of the tub, in the shower, out of the shower, on the bed, off the bed, just, and there was nothing I could do. I mean, I tried, my neighbor suggested melatonin. I tried that. That didn't work. I tried, the lavender, didn't work. She's the same way with thunderstorms, only, thunderstorms don't go, where it's all around the building. You know what I mean? It's like you get a little bit here, it's, well, while it's all around the building, it's not boom here, boom there, boom there, boom there, here, it's more of a, how thunderstorms are. So, anyway, she was just, it was crazy, and I couldn't do anything for her, and I felt so bad, and her anxiety gets my anxiety high, and then I think our anxiety was, her anxiety was feeding off my anxiety, and generally, when my anxiety gets high, she's my service dog, and she usually will push me into a chair to make me calm down, but when hers is bad, there's nothing, she can't do her job to help me, because hers is, you understand, it's just, so yeah, we had a really rough night, and they went on late, and it would die down, and I think, okay, they're done, and she would calm down a little bit, and I would calm down, and I'd be almost asleep, and then they'd start up again, and then she would start up again, and it was a rough night. And fortunately, they haven't really done a whole lot since then. There's been a little bit, a few here and there. Like last night, they did a little bit before we went out, and I think there was a couple way off in the distance, and she was like, no, I'm coming in. I'm ready to go in. And I'm like, those were way off in the distance, and at least she was done doing what she needed to do. So, sorry, my pen hit the bar. I'll be done on this side in just a minute. But I need to adjust it so you guys are not getting hit by the pen every time I lay a diamond down. The fun of being left-handed. And I put you on the left thinking that that would get it out of the way. Not so much. So that was Monday. And then Tuesday, I had an eye appointment with the specialist because at one point he had told me I had macular degeneration. So they've been keeping an eye on that. Well, I thought my appointment was at 2 because we had to reschedule it because the last time they told me I had a $70 copay, which the plan I had signed up for said that I had no copay for specialists. And, you know, I'm arguing with them that no, I don't have a copay, and they're like, yes, you have a copay, and I'm like, well, I don't have the money for a copay, so, you know, you're gonna have to wait. So I rescheduled it, and I called my insurance company, and they're like, no, you don't have a copay. And they called the doctor's office and said, no, she doesn't have a copay. And they talked to 2 different people, and one said, yes, she has a copay, and the other one says, no, she doesn't have a copay. And finally, they got it straightened out that, no, I don't have a copay. Sorry, earthquake. For you guys. I bumped it again. So anyway, I went in, and I thought my appointment was at 2. So I go check in. Nope, my appointment's at 4:45. I'm like, can you squeeze me in so I don't have to drive back because the price of gas is astronomical. It's gone down some, but it's still I think it was 426 at Murphy's today. Which I realize is cheap compared to some, but it's high for me. You know. Again, I would take a mean tweet and $1.79 a gallon gas right now over what we have. So, but you know, this is what we have. So, anyway, they said that the doctor was busy, but they could go ahead and do the tests, which was just basically taking pictures of the back of my eyes and getting the pressures for the glaucoma test. I'm like, okay, cool. And that they would call me with the results. So they did the tests, and the doctor called me yesterday with the results. And he told me that there's no sign of macular degeneration, which is what they told me the last time I was in there. But I have what they call, let's see, I wrote it down, vitreal macular traction. Yeah, I looked that up. And it's where I looked it up. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's something where I can't remember now, and I don't have anything. I don't have where I looked it up handy. Anyway, it's something they're going to keep an eye on. See, I've been told I have folds at the back of my eyes because years ago, many years ago, like 20 years ago, back when I was before I got divorced, I got sick, and they put me on very high doses of prednisone, which caused my blood sugar to spike way high, which caused the curve of my eyes to change, which caused me to not need the glasses that I had just gotten. So, which is probably what caused the folds at the back of my eyes. And I have a feeling that that's what's causing all of these other things that they're seeing. Of course, I didn't think about that when I was talking to the doctor. So, anyway, so I have a feeling it's all connected to that. But anyway, it's something they need to keep an eye on because, it could cause blindness and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm not paying attention or, worried about it or, not going to listen to them. He said that if I notice any issues, make sure that I call, and I will do that. I'm just, if it's, as I've said before, if it's not one thing, it's another. They keep finding something else that I'm, with my health, if it's not, it's just one thing after another, and I'm getting kind of tired of it because I'm just, I'm basically falling apart, and it is what it is, I guess. I'm not old enough to be. I looked it up, and this is something that happens to 70-year-olds, not 57-year-olds. And I asked him about, is this something that, is common in people my age? And he's like, oh, yeah. And when I looked it up, it's like 70-year-olds. It's like, I'm not 70. I'm not even close to 70 at this point. So, anyway, that was Tuesday. So, yeah. So, but then yesterday I didn't do anything but diamond paint. That was fun. It was my day of, it was a no day. And today I went to Walmart with my sister. And now I'm diamond painting and I'm talking to y'all. So what are y'all doing? Are you up to anything? Up to no good? Anybody causing trouble out there? Or is it just me? Because, I want to know if I'm the only one who's causing trouble. Because trouble's my middle name. And I want to get into trouble. So, I wasn't home when the FedEx guy came to deliver my meds, so I'll have to get them tomorrow. And I'm out of one of them. I thought I had enough to get through. Nope, ran out. But that's okay. I think I'll be okay without it for a couple of days. So, there's that. What else is going on? Maddie goes to the groomer on Monday to have a bath and a blowout, get her nails trimmed, and get 20 minutes of brushing with a Furminator, which is supposed to be like the be-all end-all of brushings. Try to get some of that undercoat taken out. And the funny thing is she's double coated, but only in spots, like down, down her back, part of her back, not all of it, and around her neck. Her sides are not double coated, and it's just, just parts of her have a double coat. I don't know if that's just her breed or what, but I don't know. Or just the way her coat happens to be. I didn't know, but I think she will appreciate getting some of that hair off of her. I know I will appreciate getting some of that hair off of her. I will take her and do that, and then I don't know how long it's supposed to take. I don't know if I'll have, I don't know if I'd have time to come home and vacuum. I don't think I will, because it takes me quite a while to vacuum, and I don't want to leave her there any longer than she has to be. So, but I don't know. I should have asked. That was a question I should have asked them. How long it will take her for her bath and blowout and stuff. Because price of gas, I don't want to have to drive all the way there and then drive all the way home, and so, oops, that doesn't go there. I really don't want to use the tweezers, because tweezers are underneath the thing. Sorry. Earthquake. I did not think when I set the camera up. Sorry, guys. Well, you're bunnies, so you're just bouncing. You're all hopping along. But I need to get a drink here. Get a little sip of my water. So in the last little tour thing that we did, you guys got a really good shot of Maddie. Usually you don't get to see much of her. You get to hear her, but you don't get to see her. But she made an appearance for the camera in the tour. She's a very pretty dog. She's my baby. Yeah. Would not know what to do without her. So, but, well, I've caught you up on what's going on around here. Just kind of hanging out and doing my diamond painting. And I really should be going through some stuff. And I will probably do some of that tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I just am not motivated to do it, but I need to. Somebody needs to give me a kick in the behind to make me do it, I guess. But I need to finish up my bedroom and my bathroom. I've got a sheet on order for the bed, because it's really hard to find sheets to fit the bed, because I've got a really, I mean, the mattress by itself is really thick, and then I've got a mattress topper on top of that. So I've ordered a fitted sheet that fits up to a 24-inch mattress. It's not quite that thick, but it's close. So I have that on order. Should be here tomorrow. And then, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. I hope I didn't blow out your eardrums on that one. So I've got that ordered. And then I need to rearrange my bedroom, and I need to finish my bathroom, and then the house will be done and ready for any inspection that we may have this year, which is probably coming up pretty soon. I just need to get that done, and then I've got to go through those boxes that are behind me that need to be, most of it shredding, because it's medical papers that were Mom's that I don't need to keep anymore. And then I need to go through the filing cabinet and do the same thing. So, lots of shredding. I will probably kill my printer, or my shredder, but that's okay. I need a new shredder anyway, because it's old and it only takes like, it'll take like 3 pieces of paper at a time, maybe, if it feels like it. So yeah, I should do that, and then I could diamond paint while the shredder cools down. Because I could do that while I'm sitting here. I can plug it in and shred a little bit, and diamond paint a little bit, and shred a little bit, and diamond paint a little bit. And there's a thought. But I want to get this little Dragon Z done. So he's coming quite a lot. If I can just keep laying my drills straight instead of laying them crooked. You ever have days where you just can't lay anything straight, no matter how hard you try? They just want to lay crooked. So I have lots of days like that. And sometimes it seems like I lay it straight and then it goes crooked anyway. So anyway, I don't really know anything else. I've got nothing else to really newsworthy to say. I'm not participating in any events at the moment. I'm just doing my own thing. We hung the horses up, and in the process of doing that, we were trying to get Puck fixed in the closet so he was hung better, and he kept falling off the hanger, so he's back on my other table. I'll probably work on him after I finish Scaredy Cats. Work on him some more, get him done, so I can get him maybe hung up somewhere on the wall. I don't know where. I have to figure that out. I'm making all these diamond paintings. Don't know where I'm going to hang them all. This one's going to hang in Jack's room, though. I think. Hopefully. It's if his mama likes it. She may look at it and say, no, don't like it. But that's okay. She doesn't have to like it. She doesn't have to hang it. So, well, gang, I'm gonna sign off of here for now, and let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're working on, because that would be cool. I'd like to know what y'all are working on. So, I don't know where this one goes. Doesn't go there, that's for sure. So, I'll let you go, and we'll talk at you later. So, love y'all. Bye, everybody's.